Good morning, you guys. When Bob's.
Buy my shitcoin.
What the hex is you guys talking about?
Where is our founder, Richard Hart?
Pulsechain chain. Pulsechain chain.
I can't afford the
Yes. What the heck?
What the heck?
The ultimate episode of 20.
We did it. We went. Victory. Mission accomplished.
Yes. Man.
And-
What a
and
day
Peter.
in crypto.
Indeed.
Oh, what a day. What a day. What a day.
For who?
For the wrecked plebsicans with the clickety-clackety nano ledger hardware wallet.
Now. What you should take away from this is it's a great day for,
For freedom of
I would say it's a great day for the devs at Ledger, bringing out the information and warning people that this was out there.
Yeah.
And the fact that it spread like wildfire. And we as a community should have been able to pivot because we're so tied into each other and we all follow each other on X. And I was really amazed at the lightning fast response. No sooner had I been alerted to it than it was published everywhere. People were drawn to me and people that we trust in the community to understand exactly
That's
what
true.
the attack was like. And I think this was a great wake-up call because this was not a drill. This was an actual attack, very sophisticated attack. And it all came together and it was resolved, by our devs on PulseX, if you can call them ours. Brett came out with the response that we weren't affected. It's a little bit of a stretch, but I'll tell you this, that his response to make sure that users of PulseX were not affected was lightning fast. And it's about, do we really have to go into the mechanics of it? You should really just understand that you smelled smoke. Someone said that there is fire. You didn't touch your damn ledger. You laid off of it until a push came for the new library that was not being scraped from a nefarious bit of code that was taken from a third party for Wallet Connect. This is a normal type of thing. It's a great exploit if you want to look at it in a bottle from a clinical standpoint. But Brett was pushing out the good stuff as well, looking out for us on the Pulse and PulseX side. So thank you for your fucking service, Brett. Yes, wonderful stuff.
Shout out to Hex Enthusiast. He was the first this afternoon who brought this to my attention, loyal viewer of the show, and he tweeted me this, that Ivan on Tech, he apparently was the first to sort of like really, because he is a big X account with hundreds of thousands of followers, and like he helped spread the message out, and then everybody was like really concerned with then the the FUD department in the PTS from the PTS people, they mentioned that this what's it called, the DApp Connect code library is also in the PulseX code apparently.
Yes.
So it's not that we were like totally Hex users not affected. This could have affected all kinds of dApps and blockchains.
Yes.
And I even think that even though Ledger is pretty much the target now in this story, I'm not sure if this wouldn't affect wouldn't have affected also
Yeah,
other hardware wallets. This attack,
100%. But
you know,
look,
and then
look,
Retap came out, of course, and
right.
cleared that nothing happened
Yes.
regarding the Pulsechain apps. And after all this, and this is a classical Richard Hart, like he waited for the green light and then he came out and dunked on everybody.
Exactly.
With this. I called the top of the day tweet, "Your devs are trash. Your apps
You know what?
trash."
And okay, so part of me loves that people are coming to me. The ego, right? Part of me says, thank God I gambled the way of Trezor, and people are coming to me saying, Trezor was a good thing, Papa. You keep advocating for Trezor, and even though Ledger lower skews are also what I've advocated for, part of me says, yeah, that's great. What a great thing that people are coming to me saying I was right. It's not. I want to take a step back. The logical point, the logical side of this whole thing is that attacks are going to happen. 0-day attacks are going to happen. Some of us will always be affected. This is security. Some people will always be picked off from the herd before you get an alert that something's wrong.
Yeah.
So you're playing the numbers game, that you aren't some of those smaller fish in the bait ball that don't get picked out by the massive alpha predator. Okay? Security's just like that. There's no magic bullet that you can blindfold yourself and shoot in the dark and hit the bad guys. So anybody coming out saying, we're better than Ledger, we've got this scheme where we don't scrape from any of this, on these library things, we have an alternate type of thing, and it's revolutionary, it'll save you from attack. Most likely you wouldn't want to trust that new player. Yeah. So understand that putting out a patch or a push of a new piece of code that scrapes from a different library is the way that security works. The speed at which we're greatly protected as a community, and the messages that come out from Richard, even though they're slanted toward you guys do better, that's the way that security works. Yeah. So trust in that method. Don't stray away from the course. If you are a Ledger user, my advice is, even though we have confirmation that this is all blown over, right? Still, just like on the blockchain, wait for a couple more confirmations. Yeah, don't be in a rush. Don't be in a rush to connect. Exactly.
And confirm when you're signing messages that, you get into the habit when you have 3-4 transactions to send, you're like, whatever, and just click it through. But don't do that. Like, especially in these times right now, verify what you see on the screen.
All right.
It's really the code you want to interact with, and the address you want to send it to.
Sorry, Hugh Hefner, by the way, I love your magazine, he says that this wasn't a 0-day. Yes, you're actually right. I'm misusing the term, or I'm bastardizing the term, so to speak. Yeah. But the easiest way for people to get their mind around it is, it came up on the scene quickly, and it unloaded its payload, and it was scooped up by a piece of code that's looking through the website through Wallet Connect for third-party information that would then open up the DApp. So you're right, it was kind of an orchestrated thing, but the fact that it launched and whispered through the community for at least a few hours before it got detected, I would call that a 0-day attack. But if you would like to define it as something else, please expand. I am not infallible. That's the whole thing.
And Richard literally tweeted about this like a week ago, which is what he mentions here. I literally explained this vulnerability to you 2 weeks or 2 ago. Well, in a way, it was more about this IPFS drama that you now have to click an extra button. And in there, he also then pointed out that it's safer that way. It increases security. So of course, with this now, he can use it to his advantage and put out a tweet like this. It's just a victory lap, and I love that because we haven't seen that from him in quite a while.
And you know what? Those of you that think that Richard is humble, Richard is Richard.
Yeah.
We love Richard.
Classic Richard.
And humble people don't call themselves humble. So Richard Hart is right is more apropos, right? Richard Hart is right.
Peter is hard is right. That's why Hex Pulschain Pulsex things work great, and you are wrecked.
Wrecked! I got wrecked.
Yeah, he goes, I'm better
Yeah.
than you. Damn right, I'm better than you. The software I founded is better than yours. My milkshake brings all the boys to the art. This is classic.
Can you sing that? Can you sing that to that rap?
Yes, yes. My milkshake.
Please do. Yeah, my milkshake. Yeah.
It reminds me so much of my milkshake. Jesus. Well, anyway, what else is going on with you, Peter? How's things? The snow is gone again in Europe. How about that?
Oh, well, depends on where. I know some places that where the latitudes are like that's higher from the sea, and God damn it, is it latitude?
Latitude, yes.
Yes,
It's a pirate.
where the
term.
latitude is pretty high around here in Slovakia. They still have
Well,
snow.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Altitude
Did I just hear? Wait. Did I just hear altitude, guys? It's
you
always
meant to say
fun to me that we got a Slovak gentleman and a German, and they're correcting each other with English and
Trying
still
to
getting it wrong. Yes. It's funny to me. Go ahead, continue. please.
Elevation. Yes.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
The altitude. Yes.
Altitude. Let's say hi to the chat real quick. Hex enthusiast with the good day.
I'm
Man, we
not
almost
finished.
had
And you're talking about chat. What?
almost
Please-
had Tom Gillespie.
Please finish, Peter. You got to be aggressive when DJ Cryptomatic takes out
right,
his hearing aid. Yeah.
So yeah, things are okay. Quite more bullish in these days. And I also want to speak about this. Did you also notice that a few days ago there were a lot of tweets flying around, or no, X's flying around that Richard has disappeared. Soon his Twitter account or X account will be deleted.
Yes.
And then he goes on a tweet spree.
Well,
So,
yes.
And
Yeah,
there's
he
this one.
was about the IRS and about the being
Yes.
served stuff. Yeah, he was tweeting a lot about this, and then Crypto Coffee chimed in on this. Seems like the SEC did a bad job of serving, and then the confirmation came that they claim now that is being served. So yeah, and then I thought this meme was rather rather funny today.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and there is actually I need someone with someone with better knowledge in English language.
Yes.
At your service.
It can translate this tweet to me, because is
you wanna
it
say-
just me, or in this part he's hinting that someone will sue the SEC?
Okay, so countersuit in the SEC is not going to work, but he's saying that, a judge could be sensitive or compassionate when it comes to the way that this whole thing's gone down. The crack in the armor, so to speak, with the SEC is that they're overstepping their bounds and causing damage to markets, right? Playing favorites when they shouldn't, and all sorts of other crap. That's what's led to them having a real bad stigma with judges. So I think that he's willing to kind of poke at that wound and say this is a perfect example of what they're doing, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And libel and slander, that one, I've been waiting for him to pull that out of the bag, because he's been getting a huge file of libelous in print documentation speaking from one person's point of view in the SEC. I'm like, when the hell is somebody going to not say that? I mean, when is somebody going to speak up and say that this is a defamation case in the making? Now, again, though, the SEC cannot be sued, but people can be sued.
What exactly do you mean by defamation case.
There was a brief that was published, and I think signed by Gensler or one of his underlings, that effectively gets leaked publicly, which means it's now published throughout the entire world, right? And it said, we're going after big time bad guys like, and he sandwiches Richard Hart's name in between, SBF.
Okay. Yeah, I remember. Okay, all right.
Yeah, so that constitutes libel, right? Because you're spreading widely that somebody is a criminal when they have not even been served, right, of an indictment. So that is illegal, and that is more than a chilling effect. That is libel, and libel carries with it, very, very stern penalties. Least of which are judges influencing that this poor guy's been taken to the woodshed before he's been sentenced to anything, or held liable for anything.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's what Richard's about. If anybody in chat has any other color to throw into that mix, we would love to explore it. I'm sorry, DJ Cryptomatic, welcome to the chat.
Yeah, I just wanted to do my spiel with the chat thing, which is always a staple of the show. Even in episode 49, we still do that. We acknowledge our loyal viewers, even in the ultimate episode. So we got
in the 19th minute of the show.
Exactly. half an hour in. Got 50 people watching. Smash the like. Nice. Got Kern a second here with the Ledger issue. Yes. RH stayed ahead of the curve. Well, he's using it as such, so why not? It's marketing. And Avalon with the let's go. Got Duke of Booze in the house. Jason Smith. Alan, I see you. Glücks Blockchain. Oh, what a German viewer. Hello.
Glücks
From
Blockchain.
Man, that's way up north. Jesus Christ. Footsteps is here. Good to see you. Man, that's a live crowd. We got 50 people watching.
Wait, hold on. Wait, stop. Take that one back, please. Go back to the last one.
Which one?
The one that you just showed.
Previous.
The previous one.
The German one?
Yes. No.
The one in between the German and after that.
No, what? Gee, pay attention, Cryptomatic, okay? It's your show.
You're the 49th episode.
Pay attention to me. I'm the captain of this show. I'm the glue trying to hold it all together.
Can you please advance to the one that says Papa B's favorite wallet has been hacked?
Oh, because you're mentioning that. Yeah, of course.
No, go ahead.
There it is. Footsteps.
There. Okay. All right, look, footsteps.
That's a funny comment, though. I have to say, the comedy.
It's a funny comment because everyone knows my favorite wallet is the Trezor 1. That's my favorite wallet. So you're not paying attention. However, let me guarantee you all right now, and I'm speaking of Footsteps specifically.
Yeah, wrong.
My favorite wallet or not, all wallets, no matter how much you believe in them, will eventually get an exploit. Whether or not it's patched quickly and you don't know about it, that's what I believe that Trezor and Ledger are capable of actually doing things versus these other made in Chinese companies or these other fly-by-night small companies that are getting their Series 1 round in order now, here too late in the market. They don't have the capacity to roll out patches and give out advice to their customers quickly. That's all security is. The bad guys, aided with technology, will eventually poke holes in something that you love. So loving something in security means nothing. But as far as what I believe in for now, today, I'm putting all of my faith in a couple of different, solutions. And I recommend to people that they do the same simply because it's the best you have today. That's all you can do. And you wait until the event happens and you pivot. You drop them like a hot rock if they don't do right by you. That's it. It's all we do in security.
So probably in God damn it. No, nothing. Forget it.
Infirm? No, I'm not infirm.
No.
In Fiddleland.
What's the matter?
What?
The opposite of it. God
Please
damn it!
speak,
No.
speaking Slovakian. Speaking B9.
Actually, speaking of B9,
Yes.
This whole system of yours could be on fire, and I couldn't even turn on a kitchen tap without filling out a 27B/6.
B9.xyz. Check it out.
What I wanted to say that.
can we
in
put a lid on this whole story now, Papa B? So
Yes.
even though as much as being shitted on Ledger, I think, as you said earlier, it's quite amicable that the word was getting out and in the whole crypto community as such, from Ivan on Tech to Richard Hart, that people were really warned to pay attention that something is going on. But for the viewers who are watching who are not that deep into all this crypto or legal or security, Lyshinanen mumbo jumbo, what is the danger and what should they be doing right now?
Well, okay, so it's really interesting that you mentioned what should they do now. The answer is they probably slept through the majority of the entire incident. So now they're doing the residual effect and the knee-jerk reaction of, I'm going to either not touch my ledger today, which is probably prudent, like I said. That's a good thing. That's a good type of knee-jerk reaction to have. Or I'm going to, start ragging on Ledger and migrating over to Trezor. Probably not a great idea. That's not the reaction you should have, to go and jump and start doing migration to another hardware wallet or another, migrating your seeds around. You're apt in this confused and very, elevated state to start to make a little bit mistakes. You should double check, this is a great wake up call. What you really should do is go wake up and double check that you've got your backup seeds where you can get to them. And the fact that you can actually decipher the fact that they're very loosely obfuscated at very least, and you can reconstitute them and get them into something if you do have to leave the platform of Ledger. If you did that, that would be a great thing to do. Otherwise, you probably slept through the entire incident. If you're just waking up now and saying, "Whoa, what's going on?" The answer is everything's probably fine now. The code has been isolated. It's been taken out of the library. New libraries have been assigned for the scrape as a third party through Wallet Connect that goes back to Ledger Connect, and all these other things that work together are now figured out by the dev who's working in Ledger and is very vocal and public about it. So please don't worry about it. What I am urging you to do is simply do what we always do. Seek a couple of other confirmations through our community. I'll tell you now, my feeling is the incident is over, but you don't take any one person's word for it. You should just simply give it another 6 hours. Are you so in a rush to go and connect up with anything? We know that Brett has said that, Pulse and PulseX are clean. Richard's tweeted out that all of his stuff is clean. Those things, now you have two points, myself maybe 3, saying that Pulse and PulseX clean. So you can go and connect up with those. You can say that the
vulnerability was inserted on the back end without anybody's doing, and it's also in that way fixed at the back end with this Ledger Connect kit.
It's like a little
it's
cancer.
Not that you have to update your firmware or something now.
No. That's done without you knowing, because the tools you're using are automatically taking those libraries. Okay, so the tools from the vendors that are grabbing the libraries by use of Wallet Connect, some of them, right? Those libraries themselves have been re-vetted and rooted out of the bad stuff and directed to another set of library that's come up online by the third-party vendors, right? Not the main vendor of your hardware wallet anymore. It's the third party that they scrape from through Wallet Connect. So that's the crux of the problem. Knowing that can be infected, and the fact that it has to be double-checked each time they do an update, or periodically, this has upped their game. So again, because we have exploits like this, security marches forward. We should celebrate the fact that hopefully you didn't get nabbed, you didn't get wiped out. But I'm also seeking counsel from other practitioners in our community to get the nitty-gritty on how and when this could happen again, what the impact is for the greater community that we have here. Did we lose any members that got totally rinsed? All that stuff has got to shake out, which is why I urge, give it another 6 hours. Go take a jog. Go take your dog for a walk. Go kiss your girlfriend and take her out for a movie. Do not start to panic and start migrating or ordering new stuff and whatever until things shake out. I think you're good now.
And only $500,000 was drained, apparently. And
it seems like that isn't a big impact yet, right?
But that's not much in the grand scheme of things, given how big of an issue this could have provided if nobody would have found out so fast.
True.
Then this could have been in the millions and billions.
Well, it gives you lack of confidence, and lack of confidence in this space is what we don't want, right?
FUD.
So let's be smart about it, because if your cousin who's a no-coiner calls you up and said, I heard that crypto's going down the toilet because the biggest hardware manufacturer, one of the two biggest hardware manufacturers got hacked, and then nobody can trust the wallets anymore. So then Elizabeth Warren gets on her freaking podium and says, you see, self-custody should be done away with. It's wrought with criminals who want to steal your goodies. So you don't want that shit.
Yeah, she's...
Contain yourself and be smart.
She's in his ear.
Yep.
We don't see the whole picture.
Yeah, sorry.
We don't need to. Oh God. Okay. Jeez, look at her double chin, man.
Shout out to Crypto Wonder. Everybody follow Crypto Wonder, the Crypto Wonder podcast. He had the crazy funny meme out today. You done fucked up, right?
Yeah. Hey, I love Footsteps. Footsteps gave a great comment. Go watch The Highest of Stakes. There's a couple of hours. Yeah, watch it 3 times is what I recommend, so that you can
at least.
Yeah. Then you can go and connect. How's that?
Yeah. So
Brizology's on Team Warren.
Oh, okay. Is he? Wow.
He is.
Well,
hey, someone screenshot that. That's Briz right there. Doxed.
Briz is in all kinds.
He means Warren Buffett.
Buy and just hold. Yeah, this is then regarding the SEC serving, and then Crypto Wonder said, you done fucked up. This is just funny. I had leftovers from last week. It's just an observation that I'm getting in the space at the moment, how far ahead we are in the Hex community. You see now Liquidity tweeted this, that after Richard came out with the IPFS links, that they are now putting Uniswap front ends also on IPFS links. It's literally
DJ, do you remember that time when Richard made the 3 audits, and suddenly
everybody had audits, right?
In the DeFi summer, everybody had some kind of audit.
Yes.
Mostly shitty ones, but okay.
No, absolutely. That's crazy to me, how there's a low-key... everybody's watching what he's doing. Then Chris Black, who also streamed with Richard back in the day,
Chris Black.
He had and got murdered on that stream by Richard. I remember that one. And he put out today this thing about how the Bitcoin mining pools, that is these 2 large pools that if they put their chips together are actually, super centralized supply and can 51% attack the chain or whatever.
Yeah, that's Richard's tweet. That's Richard's tweet originally.
But even worse is the fact that nobody really wants to talk about it. We've been talking about this for years.
I mean, everybody knows.
Seriously. Are these guys serious? I mean,
everyone with the half of a brain and a little bit of knowledge how mining works should know that yes, this is true. And
yeah, they have control in a way of Bitcoin, and then these same guys, complain to us that HEX is not centralized because of the OA supplier. Fuck out of here, I say. Fuck out of here. The OFAC is sanctioning Twitter wallets. It's all this kind of stuff that, why Pulsechain and HEX is so much better and so much more decentralized, given all these points and measures that are being put out. And they're blaming us of not being decentralized. Hate that. Chris Bleh. Bleh.
Yep.
There's a difference between technical decentralization and like ownership decentralization.
Yeah.
Most people it's irrelevant. Like the ownership centralization. It matters only if you're Ripple and you're dumping on your holders' heads. That's what matters.
And they hold 80% of the XRP supply or something. The foundation there, or 65 or something. It's a huge amount. Mm-hmm. And I think our definition of decentralized is just different to the others. By decentralized, we mean that no middleman. You run the code, you mint your own rewards, you do everything inside of your wallet.
If you send your coins to the contract address, they are lost forever. You don't fuck up.
If you fuck it up, you don't fuck it up badly, and it happens all the time. There's no recourse. There's nothing. There's not even front ends anymore. Like that's That's as decentralized as you can be. Yeah. Whereas the supply, of course, is highly centralized. But we like that in Hexico because it's
it's centralized for now.
Protection.
Hey, DJ Cryptomatic, can I, at the halfway point of the show, more or less, do you think that it's okay that we say one of two more public service announcements about the future of this show? May I open the can of worms, so to speak?
Can of worms regarding this?
Yes. Regarding this amazing thing. We've decentralized this show. We've been streaming it on another network. I think that Alan Filzame has been...
you will have to click on the IPFS link.
Yes, you will have to do IPFS. No, listen, everyone, get this. We're the giving tree of YouTube. We are actually... we've forked, and we've given you... We've forked our show. We've given you free copies of yourselves in the chat on the new platform, which is our own show. It's our own channel now for the first time ever. Episode 50 which will be in the new year, which will feature a whole bunch of other knuckleheads and interviews and a lovely time with Peter, as much as you can take.
You send me the links.
We'll send you the link. We'll send everybody the link. The link will appear actually in... do we have it prepared for the chat so we can start to plug exactly that link, DJ Cryptomatic? Or do we just simply say...
in a second, hold on.
Okay. Well, but also we're going to be tweeting it, Xing it out, I guess. Does that work?
We will tweet it. I have tweeted already. Click on this, guys. Then you are on the What the Hex channel.
Yes. We're now on the What the Hex channel. We'll no longer be broadcasting on Discord Syndicate. Thanks for the memories, guys. That's our new thing for the new year. So please join us over there. It's just a new button you got to click. But same bat time, same bat channel, same idiot people.
Same shit, different toilets.
Same shit, different toilet.
Please join us over at the What the Hex YouTube for our content in the new year. Let me tell you the schedule real quick. So today is our ultimate episode. Then next week, Thursday, at the same time, we will not let you down though, but we will do the 2023 Hexmas special. All right?
Woo!
We'll be in our little snow globe at 9 p.m. CET, 3 p.m. Eastern. Puppet Boner is going to be my co-host, but because we're playing the Frank Sinatra and the Michael Bublé, we can't do this on YouTube for obvious reasons. So this is happening on Twitch. So you got to Join us on Twitch, twitch.tv/DJ_Cryptomatic, which is in the description down below as well. So next week around this time, we do the Hexmas special. And I can tell you guys, this is the show where we have lots of shout outs and video messages, warm felt season greetings from the Hexican community. And the entries I received so far already, nothing from Toby, one Hexobi though yet, but you know, we'll see. Maybe he might just come on the show later where we can remind him to come on.
Hold on. You got to say his name 2 more times and he appears. So just hold off for a couple more minutes, okay?
Okay. So next Thursday is the Hexmas 2023 special on Twitch. Very important. That's our Christmas party, you guys. And then the week after, we go on a break for 1 week because we're all traveling over the holidays, and we will back on the 5th of January, which is the first Thursday in the new year. And rumor has it the Hodel Dog will be our first superstar guest on
Ricola.
Wer hat's gefunden, oder? With our new setup on the new channel. So I'm very excited about 2024.
Yes.
And here he
Hello.
appears.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening with the
No,
rec
I
microphone.
actually love him at 0 volume. It's the best.
Go fuck yourself.
I didn't mean to say that. Toby,
Toby,
what's up?
we can't hear you. You're like a mouse pissing on cotton.
You are so full of shit, bro. I'm yelling, and do you know why my microphone's way over here?
Now it is.
Oh.
Yay! No, it's not me. Oh, let me get my microphone.
I'm sorry, dude. Well, whatever. You know what? I got real close. So hey, I'm not gonna see let's check that out. See it right behind me? There's a box.
Oh, you have snow.
There's a box.
There's a box.
What's in the box?
Oh no!
What
Should I do the box
box?
later, or should I do?
Are we
the box?
unboxing?
No.
Unboxing?
Should I do the box now? Okay.
You know, Peter's a boxer.
Here, just so we don't like
I'm
blind people with
unboxing
my
right
bald
now.
spot.
He's an
Put
unboxer.
on my throwback Hex hat. You guys remember those?
All right. Hex Toys. Yeah.
Yes.
Ah.
Hang on.
Is this the highest of stakes thing?
I think so.
Oh my
That
god.
or it's a big bag of kitty
Oh,
litter.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that.
To my knowledge,
Spoiler
the
alert.
first recipient
Is me.
of one of my box sets that I ordered a year ago.
Yeah.
So,
Salute.
and then, all right.
It was
so-
faster than the T-shirts.
Yeah, right. So I got it today. I actually ordered like 6 of them, so I'm giving them away for gifts. So I'll be shipping some back out. So here, you experience this with me. So
Wow.
when you open it up,
Nice.
you got this.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Right.
What's that?
Wow.
Things.
Ooh,
The director's
wow.
handbook.
So we got the
Wow.
director's handbook. Which
Is
has
this
some
RG3's?
stuff. It looks like it's some
Diary.
weird animated
Artistry's
thing
diary.
about storyboards and the characters.
Wow.
And what do we have in here?
A lot of Richard, a lot of Richard.
I just saw Das
Yep.
Bomb. I swear.
No, please. Oh.
I swear I saw him. But anyhow,
He's
yeah, so you
featured
get a
big
director's
time in the
handbook.
intro. Jesus.
Then
He has one line.
we've got the album, the LP.
Pick a card.
The Flesh. This is crazy. I have it in my hands finally. And let me see if I can get something to open it without
No, don't.
scratching.
Does it have the bonus countdown calendar
worth
to
more
when we
when it's sealed.
when we run, when we moon?
Yeah, no price predictions, no forward.
Actually, I heard rumored that there's a calendar in there. It's 8 inches thick, and it's every 2 weeks is
That's what
highlighted.
she said.
Yeah.
9 inches.
Yeah, 8 inches long.
Nice.
Possible.
What?
8 inches thick.
It's
Is possible.
So here comes the vinyl.
Here we go.
DJ is a fellow fan of vinyl, as am I.
Yeah, we're still waiting on
I
his
don't
box
think you can
set, by
see
the
it.
way.
It's like way in the back of the room there, but I got a 1969 Sylvania console stereo, like the old
69!
ones that sit on the ground. So check it out. So there's the thing, and then let's see how they do
There's the thing.
color. Oh
Oh my god.
Whoa.
And the magenta vinyl.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. Pretty
Wow.
cool. Pretty cool.
Neato.
I'm gonna have to spin that guy later.
I'm
Check
gonna
it out.
put it on the wall.
What the heck?
Right?
What indeed?
Frame it. All right, put that aside, and then we're down to the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, it broke it already.
Then the,
Off
then
the
the box
glass.
set itself. Dun, dun, dun.
What's
that?
inside
Like
of this?
a billiard
Wait.
stick?
So then there,
Eh?
you open it, and then you got
Yes.
your little gold plaque on the inside that says what number. This is number 12 of 555.
Show box. That's what I tell people on OnlyFans.
Show the box. Show me the box. What's in the box? Okay, here we go. Oh, these are cool. Oh, let me just bring that. So we've got the DVD, which you can buy separately from links on thehigheststakes.com. And then you've got the Blu-ray.
Yeah, wait. Toby, answer this. How much hex did you dump for all this fancy stuff?
All
I
of
didn't
it.
dump any. Dude, I have yet. I know people can.
No hex
say
has
whatever
been
they want, but
murdered.
I have yet to
No.
sell. I've yet to cash out a single hex.
Woohoo! Me
I've
too.
sold hex for tax harvesting and turned around and rebought it, but I have not cashed. Actually, I have not cashed out a single dollar I've put into crypto since 2017. I'm ride or die, baby.
Oh my
Fucking
god.
So yeah, I know, sucker. I'm the greatest fool. You heard like the theory of the greater fool?
Yes.
Greatest.
Wrecked! I got wrecked.
Yep.
I've been using his dollar store crystal ball. That's what got me wrecked. So, yeah, so here it is. There's this. I don't know if we can see this. There's DOS Bomb on the DVD.
Wow.
Or this
Do not
Blu-ray.
do not encourage
Wow.
him.
And the
And
Cosmic
then the
Cowboy
weird,
too.
Cosmic Cowboys on there. Did I say
Wow.
weird out loud? Some
Wow.
other guys. So this is pretty cool, man. I'm really stoked to pop these in the old PlayStation and watch my Blu-ray later tonight. And then hopefully, well, you know what? None of my family members watch this shit, so they won't know that these are coming as gifts. So we're safe.
They have to
So,
watch it now.
Yeah.
When Europe,
When
Europe
you know what? I
delivery.
don't know. I've been chatting back and forth with Pat because we've been scrambling to try to make sure that all of these. There was an issue with the production on the DVDs, so that was like a domino effect that wrecked everything. So I was like, "What the hell, man? We told people these were shipping 2 weeks ago. I haven't got mine. Is anybody getting anything? I haven't seen unboxing videos. I've not seen posts. What's
Exactly.
happening?" So apparently there was an error of some sort on the DVDs, and they had the production company crank them out, fix the error, and then they got shipped this week. So people should be getting them this week and next. They're telling me that even if you order now, you should, if you're domestic, you will definitely get them before Christmas. Now there's going to be a cutoff date that's not been announced yet, but they should be announcing something soon. And then Crypto Class, I don't know how she's got more pull than you guys. Maybe you just aren't asking the right questions. But Crypto Class has got a stream coming up where they are going to be donating a box set to one of her viewers. I think tomorrow, but they asked me to come on to be the presenter or whatever. I'm like, dude, why couldn't we get one for what the hex audience? And they're like, well, no one asked. So sorry, guys. Maybe next week. Maybe next week. I can ask Pat. If not, I could maybe even.
Fuck.
I'm feeling generous. 'Tis the season. Maybe I'll.
Tis
I'll
the
cover
season.
cover the cost myself, and maybe we'll do a giveaway for you when you're fully on your new channel, because this week is still on both channels, right?
It is. This week is still on both,
yeah.
and that's the ultimate episode like that.
God, so the pentultimate, or the ultimate, I guess, the last, the greatest.
Yes.
And then next week will be the first episode only on the new channel.
The rollover number 50, yes.
In January.
Okay, cool. So so that
first week
would
of
actually be a good
January,
one.
yes.
That'd be a good one. Maybe we can hype it up between now and next week, and we can figure out a way to give one away to live viewers next Thursday.
Awesome.
You heard it here first. Our 50th episode, Toby's giving away 50 box sets.
Dude, I bought how many movie tickets? It's like I don't know, man. I just keep getting myself in the hole deeper.
Let's say it like this: you're the half of the revenue.
Yeah, right. No doubt. It's like I think I'm about 10% of the investment, and I'm half the revenue. So I think when you do the math on that, it's not good for me.
Hex Huddle says, "Did you borrow the microphone from Hexo?" Yeah, good point.
Oh yeah.
Actually, is there or ain't is
there
there not
saliva on this one?
a
Getting
cloud
deep.
lifter involved in your home?
There is a cloud lifter involved.
Maybe that's the problem, because the
Is there still an
cloud
issue?
lifter needs phantom voltage,
Oh, I don't know
which
what that
he
is.
is getting from the. You said you use a.
I use
what's your-
a Focusrite Scarlett
Focusrite,
2.
exactly. And there's
Yes.
a button that you have to push that says 48 volts. And if
I've
that's
got that pushed.
you got that on,
I got it on.
because if
Yeah, I
that's
don't know,
not
man.
on,
I got
then
it. I got it
Speaking
cranked
of
up.
getting it on, let's get on the chart, Mama
no, hold on.
Jabbas.
Hold on,
Show
hold on,
charts
hold
and
on, hold on.
indicators.
I have one more
Please
topic.
show. Please
Have
say
one more
charts
topic.
and indicators.
One more topic. You
One more
will
topic.
listen. Yeah.
That we have to run through before we do the TA with Toby. So, did you see this on the Twitters this week that Coin Paprika has updated? So they say their circulating supply calculations on the coin ranking website for Hex and Hex on Pulsechain. They're also listing now both as their own entities, which is kind of nice. But I still take issue with that, because I don't think they are doing the calculations right. And this reminded me of this here. Let's take a sound bite. I was on this show. This is 2 years ago. Look at me. I'm like,
You were young
and happy.
Almost
You were a young
gray
Joe
hair.
Biden. Yes.
Almost
Joe
no
Biden
gray hair. Take a listen.
If it wasn't Nomics, let's say Nomics goes down. You wake up one morning and Nomics is down, whatever, run or maintenance. Which website would you use to find price and volume and everything else out there? Besides Nomics, it goes down, what would you use?
Oh, man.
Well, it's listed on all of them. Coin Paprika was the one in the beginning who listed it properly. Then
Did you just say Coin Paprika with a straight
they
face to
said
me?
outright.
So what is he talking about? Coin Paprika with a straight face. So the way they have set it up is this. They say that. I hope you guys can see this. I need to probably super
Yeah, so what are they doing
enhance
with circulating supply there?
Yeah, so they say a circulating supply 88 billion, where I call bullshit. Like the max supply 649 billion, which is
Right.
correct, and the total circulating supply is 591, which, because we currently have about 60 billion hex staked, so 649 minus 60-ish, you come out with this, and that's the circulating supply.
So
And
where are they
that's
getting
also
88?
what should be listed. But they then have their very own weird fucked up calculation with were taking out all the known OA wallets, which are
Okay,
not
that's fine.
staked, and
So
then
they're
they
taking them out twice?
end up with 88. So I call
What?
bullshit on this. And this was celebrated as the invention of the century. You can verify what I just said here if you go to the Hex Daily Stats website, and you see down here, where is it? Where is it? Here it is. So, that's even wrong. So current total supply in Hex 652, right? Currently staked Hex 60. End up with a circulating supply of 591. This is taken from the blockchain. Like, this is not some made up stats. This is right off the blockchain. So why do they have to again put their own spin on it? Because if they wasn't, we wouldn't be listed at position 80. We would have been position 23.
Considerably higher. Well, here's something. It's like, but how do they even get the 88? I don't even see how that number.
I think they manually discount the OA wallets from.
So they're trying to say that, but that doesn't make sense, because it's like if it's true that like some people speculate that the OA controls 88% or 90% of the supply, then it should even be lower than 88 billion.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, what? Yeah, it's like, so they're guessing basically. They're like,
So
"We
I
think
was a
these are
bit
OA
confused
wallets, so
because
we're
the
not gonna count
community
those."
was like super celebrating this move from Coin Paprika, and I'm thinking,
DJ,
Hey,
what
well, do you know
I
what?
have
Whatever. It's like,
problem with
yes,
is that they have both hexes. One it's
Yes.
called Hex, and
Yes.
the other one Hex from
from
Pulsechain.
Pulsechain, right?
The one and true only Hex on
oh
Pulsechain.
god,
It's Peter Hex.
It's Peter Hex.
it's Peter Hex.
Yeah.
They call it from Pulsechain.
What the
It should
heck?
it should be Hex. Even the community said that everything copied it's called by its name.
Peter,
And the other stuff it's from Ethereum.
Let
you're
it
the
go,
P activist. I get
let
it.
go.
The activist.
Let it go.
Pactivist.
Footstep says you look the same, DJ. All right, all right.
Hey, look how young I was. You look the same. Official
So excited about
soundtrack.
this.
I can't afford the
Oh, by the way, coming bull market,
you know what
this is gonna be
Yep.
an issue. The Gwei.
Oh yes,
The Gwei,
Big Gwei.
whatever.
It's
I'm not
brutal
gonna-
right now, to be honest.
It is, yeah, but it's like if people were in
coming
prior
back.
to, and people have been paying attention, and people do the math, it's like it obviously makes sense for new stakers and smaller stakes to do it on the PHEX side.
yes.
Yep.
You know, so I'm not crying too much about. 'Cause at
Thank
first,
you.
Like, I was
Thank
kvetching.
you.
I was kvetching to Papa about this. I'm like,
Yep.
fuck, dude. And it's like I actually talked about it on Maddie's stream last
Pl-
Tuesday
pl-
because I had a
plus
couple
plus
stakes.
one for Yiddish kvetch. Okay, continue.
Thank you.
Yep.
Oops.
And I keep waiting for you to call me a mensch on stream. You've called me a mensch before, which I've appreciated.
You're a
But
mensch.
the public. Oh,
Under
Are you
or-
going to light the
under or
menorah
under
now?
mensch?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. But here's the deal. All right. So basically, on last Tuesday's stream with Game Theory Gang, I was kvetching about the fact that I had two stakes. One started on like day 4, and the other was like on day 7 or 8. Right. So they're old stakes, like 1,460 some day stakes, and it was at that point going to cost me over $400 to end each. So, I mean, number one, it was stupid because it's like, why did you do stakes back to back like that? Well, back then, nobody knew what the fuck they were doing.
Right.
Number two, it's like, you know, wait and see what the Gwei is on Sunday. So, thanks to Papa, and he turned me on to a little website called Transaction Street, txstreet.com.
TX Street, yeah. Mhm.
Yep, TX Street. So
The
that was very,
visualizer.
very helpful. Visualizer, yeah, very cool. Very. If you haven't checked it out, I would highly recommend it. And that was very helpful in helping me kind of eyeball when the most opportune time was. And like, it got worse from Tuesday. So like the highest I saw when I checked it was like $530 to end
Highest
one
of
of the
Gweis.
two. And then I finally ended them. I think I ended one for like $153 and the other one was like $170. So still not great.
Right.
And when I was looking at them, I'm like, dude, these stakes combined are only worth like $500, and I'm going to spend more than that in gas. So luckily the Gwei came down and the Ethereum stakes were technically profitable, but I had totally forgotten about the Pulse side. So on the Pulse side, they were, 1.5, almost 2 times as much value in PHEX and EHEX, and the gas was nothing. It was like 10 cents or something.
Yes.
So I'm not too wrenched up about the Gwei and all, everybody crying about that. It's like, you know what, if you're that aware of how painful Gwei can be to end stakes, you've been around a minute. So therefore you've got copied stakes. So enjoy your copied stakes. That's going to buffer the hit of when the Gwei comes a knocking, and it is what it is. And then stake intelligently going forward. And if you've got huge stakes, then you're not going to really give a shit. But back to the thing before, Peter, about the Coin Paprika and DJ, I think in a way it's good because it's almost like we're working with a handicap. And I can see why people would be like, hey, we're finally listed like accurately to some degree. Because think about it. When we pump, it's like, yeah, we're listed at 88 right now. But then when we pump and we get back into the top 10, then it will be undeniable. They won't be able to come back then and say, oh, well, that includes the OA token, so let's whittle your market cap back down.
But Toby, I don't know if you noticed, but that everything is pumping but Hex.
Oh,
but we're not gonna. But that's the catch.
There's a pump for you.
That's the catch. We're not gonna be in the top 10 with 88 billion circulating. That's not happening. Like we need.
Oh, sure, dude. If we get,
we need to 590.
Yeah, but if we get to all-time high again, where would that put us in market cap?
Well, with the 590 last time, we were position 3.
In proportion to other coins, like
was the
they don't have-
number 3 crypto
Yeah,
in the
let's
land.
see.
We even eclipsed BNB for a hot day or two.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I think that we could easily see combined value of $1. I mean, in this bull run
would be nice.
So that'd be 50. I mean, if we were at parity, that'd be 52 cents on both chains. So
But the irony is with that, what we said also earlier with the Chris Black thing is that the Chris Black, that the Satoshi wallets are still in the Bitcoin circulating calculation. So the RH wallets,
guy.
it's not RH, the OA wallets should be treated.
Let's get over it. Let's just say it like this.
Let's see the fucking chart, Toby.
Let it go.
All right, put a 1 in the chat if you want to see.
Are you in a hurry, Papa B, or what?
The ultimate TA.
We're almost. This is our ultimate episode. We're at the back 9 of the ultimate episode. We need the thing so I can go in
throw a shaky old man fist in the chat.
It's
Dude, that makes me laugh every time. I love it.
Okay, we got one at least. There you go.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
We're going down.
So nah.
It's a Green Day. Shut the fuck up.
Green Day, baby. All right. Okay, so here we go. This is the HEX chart, right? Is that right?
Hex
no,
Classic.
Is this right? This is Hex. No, this is PHEX. This is PHEX, excuse me, or Hex.
Ah, the Peter Hex. Yes, okay.
So if you look at
green.
this is a daily chart. So if you recall when we looked at this last week, was it last week I was here? Last week?
Yes.
Yes, last week. So, yeah, because I just got back from Colombia, blah, blah, blah.
Get the fuck on with it.
Right here, we were hitting the bottom, which I was telling you was making me a little more confident in this
I'm
path.
going up and to the right.
Just fucking...
Let him do his stuff.
I can't work under these conditions.
I can't do it. So
you don't pay me
I was
enough.
saying that, hey, it gave me a little more confidence because we're hitting this bottom and we're bouncing again. So even though we had that big death wick down, it's like, hey, we pulled back up and we're back in this channel that we had been looking at. Yes. And I said, we could potentially see some resistance if we got back to the midline or up toward this 21 EMA, which we fell a little short of, but that's exactly what happened. We went up toward it, pull back down, and then boom, what do we do? Bounce, 2 more times on that bottom line, and we're trending back up again.
Yeah, but you have to talk about this capitulation wick. That's crazy.
Do we? I don't know. I think
that's a
just
crazy wick.
Where?
I think that's whale games. Right there. Where? You don't remember that?
Where?
Like,
Enhance.
I remember it. Show me again, though.
We talked about it last week. It wicked down to like 6.4 cents.
My question is, this is dollar value. If you switch it to the
you mean point
to the ratio value,
for you,
is the wick there? Because I don't think there is the wick is there or that big.
I think it's wickless.
I think it's
wickless. Oh, wickless wonder.
I believe it's wickless.
Because the price of Pulse sets all the prices.
Show us your wick.
Yeah. It's wickless, bro.
The chat is on fire today.
There's so much I can say. I'm trying to be good. All right, so but yeah. So basically, in my opinion, we're playing out very nicely, and we're actually, you can see here we've wicked up and just short of that 21 EMA, and we've pulled back a bit. So now we're at this quarter line. I could see another move up to where we're approaching a penny. If we were going to continue this reversal, which it looks kind of like a reversal to me. It's like, where's the little drawy deal? Where's my little drawer? There's a little bottom, little double bottom, little cheeky bitch right there, right?
Yeah.
Dink, dink. So if that's what's happening here on the bottom of this thing, then we're likely to go higher. I'd say look for some resistance around a penny. Next resistance would be around 1.4. And then the top of that channel, you'd be looking at about, so a penny, another 10 cents up would get us to the next quarter line would be a 1.1. Top of the channel puts us about 1.3. And then from there, if we had a breakout, we'd be back up above 2 cents, which would be phenomenal. So, not getting too hopeful, but I think, at least a test of around the 1 cent mark in the near future is not out of the realm of possibility. Maybe before Christmas. But we're getting
Somebody
there,
said we would be at sacrifice rates on Pulse by the end of the year.
Oh, dude, you want to talk about sacrifice rates for a second? I was getting a little irritated because I even saw hexologists talking about like, oh, we're 50% of sack rate, right? And it's like, and that's pretty much what everyone's been barking about forever.
A great impression.
Thank you very much. It's like, I can't believe it, guys. We're at a 50% sack rate. Yeah, so it's like, it's a great time to buy.
That's awesome.
I would be buying. So
hi, you goofy goobers.
So anyhow, but the deal is like if you sacked Hex, right? And I put a post out about this, and I finally just did the math because I knew intuitively like we're way up, bro. We're way up. Yeah, so if you did the math on it, and like the average price of what we like the true sacrifice period was, right? Not people that were stupid and sacked way late for it, and like the bonding curve ate their lunch. But if you sacked like in the window that we had, which was 2 or 3 weeks for Pulse, you are up like 10x over what would have happened had you just held that same amount of hex all the way to where we are now, including the copy, you're up 10x, right? So, and then with PulseX, even with PulseX, because if you remember, the price on hex was higher than it was during the Pulse sacrifice. So, so with the pullback, which is greater, we've had a greater pullback from sack rate on PulseX than we had on Pulse. But even with that, had you taken that same amount of hex and just held it from the Pulse X sack date range, you'd be 7x worse off than you are now. So you literally are at a 7x over having just held that hex. So it helped you retain some value. So yeah, are we below like the sack rate of like, 4 zeros and a 1 or 3 zeros and a 1 or whatever? Yes, but most people didn't get that rate, and most people are considerably better than that had they listened to Richard and sacked hex. Because they're even talking about it like, hey, you're likely going to be sending hex to a wallet that's never going to sell it. So there's like a double benefit to having sacked hex, right? Not only are you capturing some value, but you're also effectively taking it off the market forever. It's kind of like a buy and burn, right?
Yes.
So that's my thoughts on that. So I'm just saying, right? It's like we gotta be careful of the narratives, because I think that woe is me attitude, it's not something that attracts winners. I get that there's bottom fishers.
It attracts wieners.
Oh yes,
Wiener Schnitzels. But yeah, it's like I think it's a weak thing, because it's like people are like bottom fishing and it's like, oh, it's 55% below sack. I'm gonna go in there and buy some of that. No, they're gonna look at how wrecked the fucking chart looks, and they're gonna be, well, I can wait and get it even cheaper, or just look at how wrecked the chart is and not buy it at all. But when you put it in context of like what it has been like for hexicans that have been following Richard from the jump, we've done all right. We've done all right, considering. And if these are the lows, or we've bounced off the lows, dude, it's early, bros. I'm telling you. Like, if I could figure out a way to mortgage something else, if I could sell some 52-year-old sperm cells,
you have 2 kidneys.
I do have 2 kidneys.
Degen responsibly. We don't promote taking out loans for crypto here.
No. I mean, definitely not advisable. I mean, but it's math at the end of the day, right? It's like, and I've told people this before.
What you can afford to lose.
Yes.
Please, not financial advice.
Not financial advice. But, it's like, if you're going to invest in, let's say it's real estate, and you take a loan against that real estate that you're purchasing, the idea is that real estate's going to be worth more than the interest rate you're paying on the loan. Yeah. So really, it's not that much different. It's just it's very speculative to do that with.
It's more risky.
It is. It's it's way more volatile.
Along comes the ledger hack.
Yeah, and right. And if you don't have like a locked up interest rate, then you could end up really fucked. Like, if you're not paying attention. But if you got a locked in interest rate, and you know that you can make that payment for years to come, and you can ride out what you think will get you into significant profit over the rate you paid on the loan. That's what I did, to be frank. I mean, I took out like not a small loan to buy these dips, and if it doesn't work out, then I will have succeeded in being the greatest fool of all time.
We'll move in with Papa Bona in his garden shed.
I made no invitation.
Toby will escape and go in hiding with Richard.
Do you have a Bitcoin chart there, real quick? Because
I got all kinds of charts, bro. What do you want next? I can do. You want the EHEX?
Well, we're over time already, but we want Bitcoin.
Real fast, let's do EHEX, because EHEX is actually looking more bullish at this point than PHEX. So EHEX, same deal. We worked our way down this orange channel. About a week ago, we were here, and we tried to wick down to the bottom of this and didn't quite get there. Came up to the top of the channel, right on the 21 EMA, rejected it, came back down, wicked down right to the bottom of this big, broader channel. And
Beautiful.
so I think, and now we're getting close to that 21 EMA, but it's at the top of this pattern. Whereas when we're looking at this, we're still in the bottom 3/4 of this pattern. So if we break this pattern and break out, then I think it would be not crazy. Like, let's say we break this in the next couple of days, you could be looking at a 007, back up to 008, back up to 008 on
James Bond
HEX.
bump.
And if that moves in correlation with what I'm talking about with PHEX, which it typically does,
right?
EHEX is outpacing PHEX, and we're fucking damn close to parity. You're at a penny on PHEX, and you're at 0.008 on EHEX. Yikesies. Peter Hex Maximalists, look out.
Love it.
Okay, so that's that. And then lastly, let's jump over to...
Okay, you Hex Classic guy.
I'm old school, baby. OG. All right, so let's
click log, Jesus Christ.
Because we recovered quite nicely on this
we
Fed
have recovered
news,
quite
right?
nicely,
With the
and like here's the
interest
deal: like we were following this. I'll brighten this up for us a little bit. So we had this real bright yellow pattern that we talked about before, which was basically a bars pattern of the previous previous.
Can you zoom in for the elderly people on this show?
Surely
Yeah,
will do
like
that.
Peter.
Get your glasses, man.
Even me, right? It's like, and it's my monitor. I'm
With
looking at
glasses,
this
I have a
stuff.
hearing aid.
Okay, so if you're looking at this, all right, so we had a nice little run up. We got up to about almost $45,000, and then we had a correction and pulled back. We're bouncing off the 21 EMA now. We're below the 9 EMA. So not an unhealthy correction, but still we're within this overall pattern that I think that we're playing out, which is
Still
this
bullish.
yellow bars pattern from the
10%
previous.
isn't a correction in crypto. What the hell?
That's nothing.
Oh,
That's
well,
that's
the heck?
Tuesday.
What is a
That's
$3
sneaky.
grand
Tuesday.
drop in
So
a day?
I think there's still a crazy possibility that we hit all-time highs by the halving. I know that sounds absolutely bonkers, but you know,
It
you
wouldn't
don't
make
know
sense,
how
but
irrational. Yeah, you don't know how irrational
It wouldn't
market
make
can
sense,
get
but it
until
can
happens.
happen.
Maybe if the ETF gets approved on January.
There you go. You don't know, man.
What's
You
the top
don't
there on
know.
this? Where you
The
are?
top on
Yeah.
this gets us to 76,000.
Wow.
And then the double top brings us to 82,000, and that
Yeah.
would be in September to November of 24.
I
if we
will
did the
allow
same
it.
double top pattern like we did in the last cycle, then that we'd be up there, which is kind of what I've been saying a while, because everyone's saying $100,000 Bitcoin, $100,000 Bitcoin. Typically, when people are really fixated on a number, it gets front run. So if everyone is really in lockstep with 100,000 Bitcoin, I think that we're gonna fall short of it. But there is another scenario where these peaks happen later, and we could actually we could hit that first peak and get up to about 70,000, 75,000, pull back, then do a blow off and run through that $100,000 mark and hit about 150. But that pushes everything out probably another 6 months. So we'll see.
Awesome.
We'll see. It's fun to
STA
speculate.
with Toby, you guys.
Yes,
Now-
and
is
now it's
fascinating.
time to remind people of our upcoming thing. DJ Cryptomatic, I'll leave it to you to explain.
Yes, I want to say it's TA with Toby. Don't any of you kids try this at home. It's highly trained professional stuff.
Yikes. Yeah, don't.
Make sure you follow our new channel. And next week on Thursday, once again, check us out on Twitch, twitch.tv/DJ_Cryptomatic. It's the 2023 Hexmas. Toby, will you still be
Yes. I would
coming
love to.
up
Do you know
with the super funny season's greetings?
Yeah, I will. Do you know what? I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize that you'd put a call out for that. It's like, but I will whip something up for you.
Right now.
The call stands.
today?
Everybody else listening.
Right
I
now.
need it
Just
by
speak into
this
the
weekend.
mic and
Oh, you
look
want
at
me
the
to do something
camera
in the not
and do it
working
right
mic?
now.
Right now.
Right now.
I mean,
Yep.
is it like before where we were
Clip
like
it
being
now.
thankful?
Give him
about-
full screen. Give him full screen access,
can't-
DJ Cryptomatic, and give you perfect Christmas
Can I
wish
just-
now.
Can I just do
immediately.
my impression of Johnny Chaos at the
No.
at the Hex?
No.
Do
no.
it. Do
Go. Think of Christmas cheer. Go.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, dude, what? Okay, all right. So I'm on the spot. Toby One Hexobi, as some of you may know, producer, one of the producers of The Highest of Stakes, which is out now, And you can actually, if you order it right away, you can still get it in the United States before Christmas. So thehighestofstakes.com and the shop link, check that out. But I'm super thankful to be a part of this community and to have on paper lost generational amounts of money. But I cannot imagine having been
not going well.
You're failing. You're failing. You're grinching it up, man.
I was getting there, bro. I was getting there.
We're trying to look for a soundbite we can edit out to give us something to work with.
Well, I mean, then you let the
peace on earth, goodwill toward men. Come on,
peace on earth, Christmas,
anything.
Can I sing the dreidel song?
Yeah, sing dreidel song. Go, whatever.
Nah,
try. Give them one more chance. Ready, go.
Really? Wow. Okay. Hey, everybody! It's Toby One Hexobi. It's such an honor to have been a part of this community for the 4 years plus. And here we come to another holiday season. Wishing the best to you and yours, Richard Hart, wherever you are. If you're hiding in a dungeon somewhere, dodging the SEC, God bless you anyhow. But I think and we know that 2024 is going to be one of our best years yet. So onward and upward. So grateful for all my friends and family here in the Hex community, and God bless.
Outro.
Do you like drum and bass? I love drum and bass. It's my favorite music.